What's up guys, and welcome back to Mathematical Mindset. So right here guys, we have this nice algebra problem and we are to find the values of x. So the first thing guys, you want to simply record this property that says if we have a over b all raised to the power of x, this is equal to a raised to the power of x divide b raised to the power of x. So applying this property, we have this to be x raised to the power of 6 divide 2 raised to the power of 6 is equals to 3 raised to the power of 6. So the next thing guys you want to do is to simply cross multiply. So we have this to be x raised to the power of 6 is equal to 3 raised to the power of 6 multiplied 2 raised to the power of 6. So applying this property right here that says if we have a raised to the power of x multiply b raised to the power of x, this is equal to a multiply b or raised to the power of x. So applying this, we have this to be x raised to the power of 6 is equal to 3 multiplied 2 or raised to the power of 6. So from here we have this to be x raised to the power of 6 is equal to 3 multiplied 2 is 6 or raised to the power of 6. So the next thing guys we want to do is to simply rearrange and set this equation to 0. So we have this to be x raised to the power of 6 minus 6 raised to the power of 6, and this is equals to 0. But we know that 6 can be expressed as 3 multiplied what 2. Alright, so we have this to be x raised to the power of 3 multiplied 2 minus 6 raised to the power of 3 multiplied 2, and this is equals to 0. But from this property, if we have a raised to the power of n multiply n, this can be written as a raised to the power of n multiply n. So applying this, we have this to be x raised to the power of 3 or raised to the power of 2 minus 6 raised to the power of 3 or raised to the power of 2, and this is equals to what? 0. So we want to apply this property that says if we have a raised to the power of 2 minus b raised to the power of 2, this is equal to a plus b multiply a minus b. So applying this, we have that a is equals to x raised to the power of 3 and b is equals to 6 raised to the power of 3. So we have this to be written as x raised to the power of 3 plus 6 raised to the power of 3 multiply x raised to the power of 3 minus 6 raised to the power of 3, and this is equals to 0. So from here we have that x raised to the power of 3 plus 6 raised to the power of 3 is equals to 0, and x raised to the power of 3 minus 6 raised to the power of 3 is equals to what? 0. So we want to solve for each of them separately. So we are going to say solving for x raised to the power of 3 plus 6 raised to the power of 3 equals to 0. We want to apply the sum of the cubic formula that says if we have a raised to the power of 3 plus b raised to the power of 3, this is equal to a plus b multiply a square minus ab plus what? B square. So we want to apply this formula right here, whereby we have that a is equals to x and b is equals to 6. So applying this, we have that x plus 6 multiply x square minus x multiply 6 plus 6 square, and this is equals to 0. So we have x plus 6 multiply x square minus x multiply 6. We have this to be 6x plus 6 square is 36, and this is equals to 0. So from here we have that x plus 6 is equals to 0 and x square minus 6x plus 36, this is equals to what? 0. So from here we have that x is equals to 0 minus 6 and x is equals to minus 6. So we are going to call this x1, and we have been able to find the first value of x. So solving for this quadratic equation, we want to apply the quadratic formula that says that x is equals to minus b plus minus the square root of b square minus 4ac divides 2a, where we have a is equals to 1, b is equals to minus 6, and c is equals to what? 36. So we have that x is equal to minus into minus 6 plus minus the square root of b square, which is minus 6 all square, minus 4 multiply a, which is 1, multiply c, which is 36, divide 2 multiply a, which is 1. So we have that x is equals to minus times minus is plus. So we have this to be 6 plus minus the square root of minus 6 square, we have this to be 36 minus 4 multiply 1 is 4. So we have this to be 4 multiply 36 divide 2 multiply 1 is 2. So x is equals to 6 plus minus the square root of, if we factor out 36, we have 1 minus 4 divide what? 2. So from here we have that x is equals to 6 plus minus the square root of 36 multiply 1 minus 4 is minus 3 divide 2. So we have that x is equals to 6 plus minus the square root of 36 multiply 3 multiply negative 1 divide 2, but we know that if we have the square root of a multiply b, this can be expressed as the square root of a multiply the square root of b. So we have that x is equals to 6 plus minus the square root of 36 multiply the square root of 3 multiply the square root of negative 1 divide 2. But we want to note that the square root of negative 1 is equals to I. So from here, we have that x is equal to 6 plus minus the square root of 36 is 6, multiply the root of 3, we have this to be root 3, negative, the root of negative 1 is I, so we have to divide it by 2. So we have that x is equal to, if we factor out 2, we have this to be 3 plus minus 3 to the square root of 3i divide what? 2. So this we cancel out this, so we have that x is equals to 3 plus minus 3 into the square root of 3i. So we have that x2 is equals to 3 plus 3 the square root of 3i, and x3 is equals to 3 minus 3 the square root of what? 3i. So we have this right here to be the second and third value of x. So guys, we have been able to solve for the first part, which is x raised to the power of 3 plus 6 raised to the power of 3 equals to 0. So we want to simply solve for the next part, which is x raised to the power of 3 minus 6 raised to the power of 3 equals to 0. So we are going to say for x raised to the power of 3 minus 6 raised to the power of 3 equals to 0, we want to simply apply the difference of the cubic formula that says if we have a raised to the power of 3 minus b raised to the power of 3, this is equal to a minus b multiply a square plus ab plus what? B square. So we want to apply this whereby we have a is equals to x and b is equals to what? 6. So we have this to be x minus 6 multiply x square plus x multiply 6 plus 6 square, and this is equals to 0. So we have x minus 6 multiply x square plus x multiply 6 is 6x plus 6 square is 36, and this is equals to 0. So we have x minus 6 equals to 0, and we have x square plus 6x plus 36, and this is equals to 0. So from here we have that x is equals to 0 plus 6. So from here we have that x is equals to what? 6. So we have x4 right here to be equal to 6. So we are done solving this part right here. So we want to simply solve the quadratic equation by making use of the quadratic formula that says x is equals to minus b plus minus the square root of b square minus 4ac divide what? 2a, where a is equals to 1, b is equals to 6, and c is equals to what? 36. So from here we have that x is equals to minus 6 plus minus the square root of 6 square minus 4 multiply 1 multiply 36 divide 2 multiply a, which is 1. So x is equals to minus 6 plus minus the square root of 6 square is 36 minus 4 multiply 36 divide 2 multiply 1 is 2. So we have that x is equal to minus 6 plus minus the square root of, if we factor out 36, we have 1 minus 4 right here, and this is going to divide 2. So from here we have that x is equal to minus 6 plus minus the square root of 36 multiply 1 minus 4 is negative 3 divide what? 2. So we have that x is equals to minus 6 plus minus the square root of 36 multiply 3 multiply negative 1 divide 2. But we know that if we have the square root of a multiply b, this is equals to the square root of a multiply the square root of b. So x is equals to minus 6 plus minus the square root of 36 multiply the square root of 3 multiply the square root of negative 1 divide 2. So x is equals to minus 6 plus minus the square root of 36 is 6 root 3, but the square root of negative 1 is I, and this is going to divide 2. So from here we have that x is equal to, if we factor out 2, we have this to be minus 3 plus minus 3 to the square root of 3i divide what? 2. So this we cancel out this, so we have that x is equal to minus 3 plus minus 3 into the square root of 3 what? I. So we have x5 is equals to minus 3 plus 3 the square root of 3i, and x6 is equals to minus 3 minus 3 the square root of what? 3i, and we have this right here to be the values of x. Hence, we have that the values of x are given us. So if the first value of x is equals to minus 6, x is equals to 6, x is equals to 3 plus minus the square root of 3i, and x is equals to minus 3 plus minus 3, the square root of what? 3. I have this to be 3. So these are the values of x. So guys, this is how you can solve this 9's algebra maths Olympiad question, and we have been able to find the values of x. So with this guys, I'm going to see you in the next video.